I'm Lucid Fiasco, and welcome to Titanfall 2 Tips and Tricks.
Hello, I'm Lucid Fiasco, and we find ourselves here at the firing range to test out something very interesting and somewhat counterintuitive in Titanfall 2, and that is Hipfire spread. Some people already noticed the strangely compact Hipfire spread during the tech test, so I thought that it would be best to get some more concrete and visual representation of the Hipfire mechanics in Titanfall 2. First, the car submachine gun. This was my favorite gun in Titanfall 1, with the counterweight attachment to reduce hipfire spread. During the tech test, I did notice that the hipfire felt even better than it did in the original Titanfall, and this test confirms that feeling. The hipfire spread is almost negligible at nearly all ranges. Even at long range, the hipfire provides better accuracy. Aiming down sights with the car produces more vertical and side-to-side recoil. Unless you need that extra zoom to see your target, or you're extremely good with burst fire, you're almost always better off just hip firing. I wasn't able to test the other SMGs as they aren't available in training mode, but from personal experience, they felt about identical in terms of hip fire. Unless Respawn changes something between now and launch, SMGs are absolute beasts at hip fire and should be aimed down sight as little as possible to maximize mobility and situational awareness. Next up, the most popular gun from Titanfall 1, the R101 carbine. Well, it's technically the R201 now, but it's basically the same gun. As we can see, the hipfire tells a very different story than the car SMG. The R201 has a much more compact and predictable firing pattern when aimed down sights, compared to the hipfire, which is extremely scattered. This is a good balancing factor, as the carbine is already extremely good at medium to long range. This weapon is best suited for aiming down sights and should only be hipfired during emergency situations. Next up, the Spitfire. Another carryover from Titanfall 1, this gun was able to have some use as a hipfire weapon if needed. It looks like this will not be the case in Titanfall 2. The Spitfire has a strong but manageable vertical recoil pattern when aimed down sights. When hipfired though, this thing barely even hits the target. If you want to use this weapon in Titanfall 2, you should probably equip a secondary weapon that you can pull out for any close quarters combat. This gun is big and cumbersome and is best suited for medium range suppressing fire. And just for fun, I also shot the Kraber. I love the Kraber. Hipfire here was pretty unpredictable as expected. If you don't like being restricted by aiming down sights with a high zoom scope, I would suggest a lower zoom scope or an AOG sight, which will give you much more visibility and freedom while using the Kraber. True hipfire should be generally avoided, unless you're feeling lucky. Now for a brief visual recap. The car SMG, extremely tight hipfire spread. Aiming down sights should generally be avoided unless you need the extra zoom. This result will likely apply to other SMGs in Titanfall 2. The R201 carbine. Hipfire can be usable in emergency scenarios, but you should try to maintain a distance where you can aim down sights. That's where this gun really shines. Finally, the Spitfire LMG. Hipfire is a big no-no with this gun. You're better off trying to escape to a more comfortable range or using a secondary weapon such as a pistol. And I will end this video with a little EPG footage. Hint, it has no recoil and fires little balls of awesome. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this or learned something, please consider checking out some of the additional content on my channel. I plan to continue making these tips and trick videos for the Titanfall community, so please comment with any criticism or ideas that you would like to see in future videos. Thanks for watching, pilots, and I'll see you on the frontier.